This is Irontrader. It is Wednesday, hump day, which means it is crude day. Now, the API report came out yesterday. It wasn't really that bad. Crude, you had a draw of 0.6 million barrels. Gasoline, you had a small build of 0.5 million. Distillates, you had a nice draw of 1.1 million. And then Cushing, you had a build of 1.2 million. So pretty much overall, it was pretty flat. Now remember, the EIA report on crude will be out today at 10:30. We'll see if she all jives with the API. Okay, as usual, we're going to take a look here at Bitcoin, crude oil, and natural gas. Okay, this video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, buy the ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have Bitcoin. Now, before we get started here, NVIDIA's earnings are coming out today after the close, and that's going to be a huge market mover. I think they're going to blow away numbers. The problem is it going to be enough? That's going to key. Remember, it's never the news that matters. It's the reaction to it, okay? That is what's going to matter. So it's going to be a game changer here for the rest of the week here. We'll see how that shakes out here at after the close there today. Okay, let's take a look here now at Bitcoin. Now, you can see here what we had all these sideways action. We had like a bull flag going here, a descending channel, and then that just didn't play out here. It just got so long here, and then we just have sideways action. But you notice that it just couldn't get through this resistance. See this 50-day? Look how strong that is, okay? See, it just couldn't get through there. And then we couldn't get through the 8-day, and yesterday we just had a big gap down and a big drop ski, okay? So now what we have is we have so far an inside day, but it's way early, okay? So let's look at the upside here first, okay? So what you're looking at here is this 89,217. This is that 100-day. You need to reclaim that like, ASAP, okay? Your next level is going to be right at the bottom here is 89,525 level. And remember, we're going to come over here to the bottom of this candle right here. This is going to be here as 91,455, and then we have yesterday's high, okay? So yesterday's high was 92,755. There's your gap, and then we look to the bottom of this candle here at 93,570. There's your fill, okay? Your gap, your fill, and then we run right into that 8-day at 94,246, okay? So now you can see here how the 8-day rolled over. That's going to be very, very strong resistance now. The 21-day crossed over the 50-day. That's not good. That's going to be strong resistance. And if you can get above that 21-day, then you can have that 50-day sitting right there, 98,642. So there can be some kind of a huge catalyst here to break through all of this. This is not going to be just easy, as you can see here, okay? As we lost that 50-day, look how it went right into that 8-day and pulled back. And I think we could get a rally here, fill that the gap, but just always watch that 8-day because that's going to be very, very critical. Now, downside here, obviously we want to watch yesterday's low, okay? That's going to be very, very key. But first of all, what you want to watch right here is going to be this 87, say pretty much 87,000 kind of a level. And then we go down to yesterday's low there. You're looking at that 85,820. So we were looking at this candle here yesterday, 85,890. It went just about a little bit lower than what that is, okay? So that's going to be very, very strong support level. So we got to see how that shakes out. Now remember, if that's lost here, we have this gap, okay? So always watch these gaps. That's 86.70, and then we come to the top of this candle at 77.930. There's your gap, and then there's your fill, and then we come down here to the old 200 SMA here at 76.114 level. So let's just see how this all shakes out, but just trade against yesterday's candle, but watch that 100-day. That's going to be strong resistance. We have to get above it, and then we can start aiming maybe for that gap, that fill, and that possible, that 8 simple moving average. Now, here we are here at the bottom. We're sitting here at 35, but that's not really oversold yet here, okay, on Indie Metric, okay? So that's still, just hanging around the bottom, but that doesn't mean that can't curl over, and we can have a sell down all the way down to that 200-day, okay? So now your green is below your red. We're hanging out here on the bottom, but that can linger for quite a while, just like what we had going on here, okay? But I never like these charts that roll over like that. When you start making that cross there of that 21-day and then that cross there of that 8-day, that's really never good. That's going to provide very, very strong resistance here on the way up here. However, now that being said, if we can get above this 100-day, this would be a good trade here to take it all the way to the gap to fill and to that 8-day. Now remember, when you get up in that area, take half of your position off, okay? Just trade this range until we get there, and then take that position off here and then see what happens. You can always buy it up again if it rallies higher. Just because it goes to one level doesn't mean it's going to the next level or the next level. It just means it's going up here as a relief kind of a rally situation after a 3-day down. Okay, Let's take a look here now at crude oil and natural gas. Okay, crude now here had all decent numbers here, but they're pretty flat right across the board. So we got to see. Remember that EIA report will be out at 10:30. We got to see how how it's going to shake out here. Okay, but now see when you look at this chart here, see three up, one down, three up, one down, and then we only had the one up, and then we had yesterday had that big down, and now we're sitting here. I mean, like barely. Okay, so what we're watching is yesterday's low. Okay, that's at 68.68. That's going to be very, very key. If that's lost here, we're going to come right to the bottom of this candle. That's at 68.42 so far. We're holding. Okay, then right here is your next level, 67.72. Then we just bring this price channel right across. Okay, 66.98. Then we'll come down to the bottom here at 66.53. And then what do you have here? You got 66.33. And then we'll come out here to the bottom of this candle here at 65.63. And then here's your retest at 65.27. Now, this is lost, okay? Then you're going to hit that 63 level, okay, 60 and possibly even 57 level. Now, last video update I did yesterday, I put up a weekly chart, and 57 could be a very nice big target if the 65 is going to be lost. Now, again, we have this descending chart here, okay? So we have a high, lower high, and a lower high situation. That's never bullish. There's nothing bullish about that at all. So basically what you're watching is just today's low at that 68.68 to see if we can hold it and bounce off of that, or we're going to crack up lower. If we go lower, we just follow to the left of the chart. That's all your support levels. Now, upside, well, so far today we had this high of 69.28. What you're going to be watching here is, if you just look to the left of the chart here, okay, 69.33. Okay, see right there? That is going to be your resistance. So you came in within 5 cents. All right. So now your next level here, we're going to be looking to the bottom of this candle right here. This is that 69.80 level here. And then we're going to come down here to this 70 level right here. See the 70.12 level. That's what we're going to be looking at next. And then we can go all the way up here to this 8-day at 70.79. But you can see how strong of a downside this is. See how this 8-day crossed over everything. 21 days crossing over everything. This is just a very, very bearish chart. Now I'm short. I'm long. I should say I'm short with the SCO. Okay, I use that here for trade to short. And I will add to the position here. I added yesterday to the position. So I'm going to see how this all shakes out. But once we start losing this area here, when we start heading all the way down to that 65 level, then I'll be adding all the way on down on my position. Now you're sitting at 38. That's not oversold. The green is below your red. Obviously, that's momentum there to the downside. And what do I say? Okay, if you're below that 8-day, it's going to be sideways to down. If you're above the 8-day, it's sideways to up. Okay, so basically what we want to do is just watch yesterday's low. Very, very key. If it rallies up, watch the bottom of that candle right there, that 69.80, and then possibly that 70.80 if it rallies up. Watch that 8 simple moving average. Okay, here we have the old natty gas. Now, this just will not give up the old ghost. You can see that, okay? So even though we rallied, we sold all the way down, it closed above that 8-day. Same way here, closed above the 8-day. Now, yesterday we filled this gap, which is always good. And today we're holding that 8-day, okay? It's just like a magnet to a fridge. It just wants to be right around that 8-day. Okay, so let's look at the downside here first. So you want to watch that 410 level. That's going to be very, very key, okay? If that's lost here, you come down here at that 403, and then we'll come down here to the bottom of this candle at that 439 level, which lines up very, very nice here. 393 level, okay? And then we'll come down here at that 390 level, and then we'll come over top of this candle, looking at 382. And then we have 372 level, and then we'll come right down to that 50-day at 368, and then we have right there at that 363. But, okay, I like to show you where it can possibly go, but right now you're holding that 8-day. As long as that price is above the 8-day, it's sideways to up action. Now, upside here, well, today we hit a high of 4.17. Yesterday we had that high at 4.18 level, okay? So this is what you're looking at as resistance. You're trading against yesterday's candle. So far, we have an inside day. So you want to watch at 418. And then right here, you have 420. Then we have 430. Then we have 432, 436 level. Let me see here. And you just keep working yourself right on up here. 439, 444, and then we have 447. But, you know what I'm saying? let's just take one level at a time. So what we're watching here today is yesterday's candle. Okay, that's going to be very nice. 418 on the high, and we have 393 on the low, and then we have that 8-day, which is key that we have to have a support now. Now, natural gas here, I just think it's going to be a really good play here going forward here with the LNG here kind of situation. Now, again, if they do flood the market here with crude oil here, and then you can open up a lot more oil drilling, yes, you're going to produce a lot of natural gas. That's obviously true. However, he's going to get I think there's 11 or 13 pipelines that he wants to that he's right in process now. He started right back up that the old guy here he put a hold on. Okay, so the T-Man wants to get this all good. So all you really need is if you can get some pipelines going. That's the key to natural gas. There's no infrastructure. That's the key. That's why I see all the flaring off and all the waste. If you can get that infrastructure going, then we can pump up a lot of those LNG and then we ship it out of the country. Okay, so that's how you have to look at it. Look at it more of a long-termer thing, not exactly what's going to be going on today, kind of a situation. Okay, always look down the road. All right, so just today, just watch that 8-day, very, very key. Watch yesterday's candle, that high and low. Now, what we have here is we almost hit that 70 mark. Came down, we're sitting at 58. This could go either way, side to side, but your green is still over your red, so that shows momentum there to the upside. Okay, so actually, this is looking actually very, very good, just the opposite of the old crude scheme. Okay, I'll be back here. Midday trading. We'll take a look here at Bitcoin, crude oil, natural gas. Now, just remember on the technology here, watch that NVIDIA here because that's going to be a game changer here after the close. I think they're going to blow away numbers. The question is it going to be enough, and what is the reaction to it? Okay, trade what's in front of you, not what you want.